Right. So we got Don here, and we have Turk versus theonlybaus. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. This is game one, Japan versus Germany on Mexico.
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna see Japan twice.
Yeah, and I don't know how I feel about Germany in particular in this matchup. I always suck at it. Change one last setting before we get started.
I think Germany is just such a solid civ that it's probably fine. So I'm kind of curious how it plays out. I don't really know.
Yeah, and I'm curious as to how Turk decides to play from his side, because he's like an older player. Not so much an older player, but his play style is very different nowadays. Like typically Japan used to go consulate every single time, no matter what. But now they do this market build.
The field treasure is great for Japan. It's
Yeah,
you
it's a,
just blind
it,
strike a couple times.
there you go. There's another one.
I think. What do you think he's gonna ship? I think he's gonna ship
There's
two
another one.
bills.
Yeah, probably. Because he doesn't have a, wow, that's 6 divine strikes. Not a bad treasure
He
there.
needs to make a he needs to make a shrine.
I mean, he could be exploring there, but there we go. So his shipment's gonna be a little delayed if he's going for 2 bills, which he is.
Yeah, he should have built that shrine. I think where he got the treasure, just put both monks on it.
Just drop it right there, yeah. Or, I mean, I don't know exactly what he is gonna go for. So if he was going for like a Torii Gate, I would have dropped it right here. Like put a shrine right here, and then you can have your Torii Gate behind your base, or not Torii Gate, Toshogu Shrine behind your base, but I don't think he's going for that build. And then,
No, I think whenever you don't go consulate, so you don't go port consulate, then you usually go for the aggressive wonder, so you don't go for the big shrine.
right. And then Bao's just doing typical German things, getting hunting dogs and aging 17 bill. Dude,
You
that's
might get its treasure.
that's like the 8th divine strike of this game. Oh, Bao's just shoot it. Shoot the
Oh,
monk.
you can kill the monk. Yeah,
Yeah,
just kill the monk.
come on. Thank you. He almost screwed up and tried
Yeah,
to melee him, and I'm like, dude, you just gotta shoot him one more time.
and it's actually an important treasure as well. So
Right, 60 XP is great for Germany as well. So you got 105 XP for. Uh, I mean, I don't know what this is about. So I'm guessing he's going for Toshogu
maybe he
Shrine.
thinks he thinks that it's 680 foot. He's so used to being on port consulate, maybe.
Yeah, I mean he's searching for that hunt. So I'm guessing there's a Toshogu Shrine going down behind. But he doesn't have Kami. Yeah, I
This
don't
is
know.
surprising because this is usually like port consulate and Karmi and shit. Then you go shrine. But
Yeah,
going two fills and no consulate, I'm almost always seeing the aggressive wonder.
yeah, and there's no. I don't know.
He
I,
probably knows what he's doing. So
I hope so. It's just I'm sure he does. I'm sure of the people who play Japan, Turk is one of them. And then Germany's getting a TP. And he's looking like he's going to go forward with this Vil. So he already has Gang Saw in.
yeah, maybe an outpost.
Yeah, I mean, just drop a outpost here. Get the entire TP line. And then pretty much stay H2 for a bit. Just pressure.
Oh, I don't think he's gonna go for the entire TP line. I think it's just gonna be the one TP, but he's just gonna go like Expo Pike.
And this is a deck to do it, because you get 6 Vills and 4 Vill. But
Yeah, it's just like my guess pretty much. I don't think Boss is gonna go for more TPs.
yeah, I think my desired playstyle would be drop a tower, send 700 wood first, grab all the TPs, build a church, and then just stage 2. It was stage 2 for a bit. Crossbow first.
That's really aggressive.
Yeah,
I think generally it's better to go crates first and then like you overwhelm when you sip the expos, you know?
right. 700, usually 700 wood into 3 settler wagons and then 8 crossbows.
Yeah, or if you want to be aggressive, like 700 wood into 8 expos. But just instantly 8 expos, I
You
think
cut,
they're not gonna get enough done, and then you're just kind of stuck on res.
right. Turk's not gonna let you get enough villager kills for this to pay off. And what you do is you stunt your own eco by doing this. So there's the 4 shinobis just instantly stealthed. Those are gonna get shift clicked around the map.
I was actually gonna fight with them. Okay.
I mean, they do well. They have 23 damage. So 2
Oh, they
volleys
do
and a
really
town
well.
center shot take out a Ulan. And then they can
I
just run
thought,
away.
if I'm being honest, I thought they had like lower damage with a multiplier instead of just high damage.
No, they're like Nat or Navajo. So they have the high damage but no
Yeah,
negative
like if I'm just
multipliers.
being honest, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I mean they're really strong.
And like straight away, it feels like boss is in trouble just because
Right.
you send expos and you
He
know
got 2 vills.
wait, what
So he killed
did he
2
kill
vills.
Phils?
He killed 2
Oh,
vills,
okay.
but still.
Yeah, it's still not worth it. You'd rather have 6 Phils shipped of your own instead of
Yeah,
killing 2.
yeah, exactly. I'd rather have 700 wood and 3 settler wagons, but
I mean, it's not nothing overly dramatic, but it's still like a bad start, I would say.
mhm. The other thing that's nice is, I mean, he has his barracks, but he hasn't done anything with it yet. He hasn't trained a single unit from it.
I think he's playing. He might think he's playing Sweden, like sending expos to the mines.
Well, he's putting them on the hunts.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So there's a scout there. He's on this one. His Ulans are running around, so like this one and
I actually almost never see that. Like against Sweden, it's more standard to be checking the mines, but against Japan, checking the hunts. Like I almost never see anyone do that.
it's not standard practice usually. Usually they go and they'll go and look for where the hunts already are
I think the
instead of like,
problem against Japan. Oh, sorry, I'm interrupting you a bit, but
no, you're right. Like you're
the
gonna
problem
explain
is
the point.
against Japan is like if you leave an expo and the monk shows up, you can just kill the expo. Like you can just divine strike it or something, and just instead of running into a Ville against Sweden, you're running into like decent units.
Right. But it's just nice getting the notification like this is where if you're burning down shrines, I feel like you're too late. But if you're denying them before they go up, that's kind of the best situation that you'd want to be in.
Yeah, yeah. So he's 18 without shipping any crates.
Yep, and he's stacking a shipment. He could even drop a church. There's a stable. Phil just gets in. The other thing about Shinobis is they almost have 5 speed.
They're so annoying to deal with. They're
Right.
just going in stealth and then raiding. And...
They almost instantly turn invisible, and they're not even slow in stealth. I mean, they're a little
Yeah,
bit slow, but I have a feeling he's gonna pick off that bill. Nope. Because I think there's one in there that's low HP. Yeah. But just constantly being annoying. On the other side of things, Japan doesn't even have that great of an eco. 70, 80 shrine pop, not aging yet. Gonna go start Nagi production.
High shipping Yumi attack, I imagine.
Yep. Which is 20% Yumi attack, so they're gonna go from 20 up to like 23, I believe. Because I think they have 19 attack originally. And they get 6 from, or 6% or 7% from the consulate. So now he's kind of switching over into Ashi Nagi. Being annoying. Settler wagons are tired of the shinobi shit. Punching him down.
You gonna end up losing a settler wagon? No way, right?
Well, at least bring in the war wagon back. War wagon could probably take care of it. I like this from Baus. Just do a little shift click, go find another mine. What's stupid is that it was targeted by the war wagon. It just disappears. I don't believe that kind of mechanic should be in the game.
Yeah, I've also seen a build where someone would go like 300 export and you just have a
Look at that.
raiding party of six of those guys.
Yeah, look at that. He shot an Ulan, and by the time the arrow hit, he was back in stealth.
Yeah, and boss is getting like a hitbox on the minimap and shit. He's probably wondering what's
Yeah,
going
he's
on.
like, what attacked me? It's like, oh, the invisible unit.
Yeah, and now he has to run the settler wagon. Anyway, is anything happening in the...
Nope. For the most part, the game's they're just building Ashi Nagi. Nothing's really been sent. He has all of his upgrades on his villagers. 5 war wagons chilling at home. That's not what you want to see. It's great to see age 3 units get absolutely dicked on by age 2 units.
You sound like a fan of Japan.
Oh, I hate the Civ. Everything about it. It's just so stupid.
And I feel like he's just overwhelmed.
Yeah, but I mean, he can kite back. Like, these war wagons will do well. But he just...
Yeah, I just feel like the main problem
they're
in the
just
end is that
goofy.
the skirm count is just way lower than the Yumi count.
Yeah. Like, war wagons are just too goofy.
Even the Yumis are just being Brackboxed in there. Just slam everything in.
I mean, 19 Yumi one-shot a war wagon for sure.
The scores are so much closer than this game looks.
Yeah, but a lot of it is in just Germany being kind of an over-scored Civ and Japan being an underscored Civ. So if ever Japan's ahead in score, they're way ahead. Got 9 Ulans coming in, but I don't think he has the vet tech. And then that single shinobi still being annoying.
Man. It's already frustrating to play against Japan, and then you also have to deal with that stuff. This is like, I don't know. This would be a really frustrating game as your first game in this
Like,
series.
oh, he might kill it because it's not stealthed. Does he recognize it? Well, that's a win for Baus. He killed all the shinobis at 13 minutes. Like, it's just insane. 24 attack versus 18.
Yeah, and this is without being H3.
I mean, it goes up to about 30 in H3.
Even more, I think, with the pavilion and then the
And then once he gets to the daimyo, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you can get it to like 35 or something with nat upgrades on Florida.
What is the H3 card again for the humans? It's just like range or something, right?
+2 range, and then they also get like 10% HP, I believe.
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
10 or 15% HP.
Maybe even line of sight? I don't know. Can you check?
Yeah, so it's range and line of sight, and 15% HP.
Okay, yeah, it's pretty good as well.
Not much else going on. I mean, ecos are relatively similar, but Japan has 120 shrine pop. They're not the strongest of shrines, but
Yeah, I feel like Japan is the kind of shit where usually if you're not dying, you're winning. So getting that one good trade where you just pick up the army and the outposts and the barracks,
right.
that makes him just comfortable to just like sit back and, you know, his game plan is probably to win it in like 5 minutes, like not just yet.
Right, exactly. It's Japan's playing just not to lose. He's already shipped his orchards. He's got
It's comparable to with like how I feel when I'm playing water, for example. It's just like as long as I'm not losing, I'm probably gonna win.
right. The longer the game goes, the better your advantage gets.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's taking a fight here before his disciplined upgrades are coming in. There we go. Disciplined Ashi first.
But that's surprising.
Yeah. I mean, he's just pushing him back, and he's just trying not to fight before both of those upgrades come in. But he does need disciplined Ashi, Yumi, and probably, yeah, Nagi as well. Oh, it's because he's shipping 8. I feel like he could just...
Yeah, I guess his mindset is just like, all right, as long as I don't die to a Ulan right click. Then it's
Right,
good.
he saw a bunch of Ulans.
Yeah. And he's probably already winning the Skirmar anyway, so.
Yeah, 26 age 2 Yumi versus like 15. Yeah, 15. As well, Yumi are just, you know, insanely better. Here comes the Ulan right click. But all the units have been upgraded. Like 4 Ulans go down before swinging. 6 Ulans already dead. Yeah. All the Ulans are down. All the Yumi and Ashi are still alive. Turk switching over to the HP at the Wonder. Which I think is pretty nice. Like, he's already DPS stuff down, so just keep your units alive.
Yeah,
Overall, I
it's also
believe it's a
also
better.
for the Nagis. The other one does nothing for your Nagis. So.
Right. And if you think about it, all of these units have range resist, and all of your units have range resist, so HP is a better stat than damage. Because sure, if you're doing 20% more damage, but it's getting negatively multiplied by the range resist, so.
I feel like this game, it's like, I don't know, it felt like it was always going towards this result.
Right. Yeah, I don't think. I don't know, it seems
You
as
can't
though
really,
Baus's plan was
you can't
just a little
really,
off.
yeah, you can't really afford like any mistakes against Japan. So he started with the expo shipment, and seeing that die, that instantly just makes me feel like, all right, it will probably be GG in like 15 minutes.
Right. It was an uphill battle, and then. I mean,
Because Japan needs some time to actually win, but eventually they do.
right. Turk is experienced enough not to make a big mistake as Japan.
Yeah, so given that early lead, he will just like, slowly crawl towards a victory.
Yeah.
Which might be like a little bit boring in terms of casting, but it just feels that way. Like, doesn't really feel like it's ever been a real game.
Right. There are like dynamic games like ESET and Lucas had a lot of really close games, I felt.
Oh, that series was great. Yeah, especially the India Aztec.
Yeah. I thought that game was over like 6 times. But it's like, oh, well, now it should be over. It's like, nope. Like, well, now is it over? Nope. But this one, it's kind of just like a boa constrictor just slowly choking out. Getting small little advantages, not overextending. But there you go. There's the GG. And there's.
Yeah, it's like when I'm in Germany in this game, like a part of me just wants to resign at 5 minutes when the expo goes wrong because I know what's gonna happen. But
Right.
then people will like say that you're tilted or something. So usually I just play it out, but
Like,
basically know that there's nothing you can do.
I think if he put the barracks down and then made pikemen, just 5 pikes, killed these 2 shrines over here, and then grab stagecoach.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I,
pretty
I
hard for
don't think.
Germany, or for
I,
Japan in that situation.
yeah, I definitely think you have chances as Japan, as Germany. I mean, like I would personally just go 700 wood first, start off with one batch of pikes to siege, and then just train X-bows, and then you can like basically like you said as well, you go 3 settler wagons to boost your eco, and then you go X-bows to have like overwhelming number of X-bows. But yeah, as soon as you pick the wrong shipment, I felt like he was lost.
Yeah, I mean, there was a surprise factor to it, but it just didn't pan out. Alright, game
Yeah,
two.
I feel like surprise all-ins on DE don't really work out hardly ever.
Yeah. Unless, like, you could do it maybe against, like, a civ like Spain or Otto. Somebody that's doing, like, an FF and you build, like, 2 barracks or something on the side and rush them. But I think for the most part, a lot of civs are a little too safe.
Well, I think like an all-in could work if you have 20 units and then you send a unit shipment and then you go all in. But just you know 5 units flooding into the base is never really working.
Yeah. No, I don't think. I think players are too good now not to lose villagers, to be on top of it.
Yeah, just pull and don't just randomly idle all your vills, but just only pull back like the low HP ones and shit.
Right. Like, let your TC fire take out a couple. I don't really know how this matchup goes. I haven't seen it at all on DE. Not too many people have been playing France since their nerfs. And I'm guessing Baus picked first. Because I feel as though if he had the option of playing against India, he would have picked Dutch in this matchup. But
I think it's a close matchup.
Right.
I feel like often, I think it's often decided in H2. Like someone will get an advantage in H2.
Interesting. I thought that they would FF here, but
No, I'm expecting some kind of H2 fight.
hmm, Baus going for a steal, while also picking up a bear treasure on the other side. I mean, Turk's gonna get this though.
He's just gonna leave.
Huh.
It's a nice
That's
play by Balls, I guess.
that's a non-Turk play.
Yeah, usually he's pretty confident in getting the treasures.
Well, you know what it is. He's not playing Japan. Everybody knows that the Japanese explorer takes treasures faster than any other explorer.
Well, the funniest part about that is that there was actually something about in the patch notes about it recently.
Yeah, there
Did
actually
you see that?
was.
Yeah.
So I don't know what that was, but they said they standardized that animation.
Yeah, so there was actually some explorers having like few hundreds of a seconds faster animation or something.
Yeah. So Turk's finding two food treasures. He can take either one. And food treasures are always good for India. Or any Tad Civ wants to get food in age 1. Because then they can just age up faster. But actually in this case he probably would rather get this wood. So that while he's gathering to age up, he can get this and instantly queue another villager. But he'll have a little bit of idle time.
A little bit slow on transitioning.
I guess we should probably change it so that the score needs to be updated. There we go.
Surprised Boss didn't head toward that wood treasure. After picking up the gold, I would imagine that you go to the wood treasure. Because you know you left that there when you sent that CDB.
Yeah. I mean, Turk's been aging for about 40 seconds and he just now queued a villager.
Yeah, no market either.
No market, no consulate, no TP, no dock, but all this wood. Oh, that goes to Baus.
Yeah, monks do like 2 damage, so he can just get away.
Yeah, 2 damage plus no snare. There we go. TP going down. So no TP and transition. He has enough wood for hunting dogs though. So he'll probably get that, or steel traps. And then, does he just build
Yeah, I think
a Raxin base?
I think considering the aggro going down in base, I guess you're right that it's just gonna be an FF matchup. I think you can also go like aggro forward.
Yeah. I mean, in this matchup, I thought he would put like an aggro like right here.
Yeah.
Just to get some map control. Stable start. And we have Seaboy and Gurkha being made.
Shipping Seed Boy, so it's like an aggressive build with the aggro in base.
Interesting. And then they also have a stable start, which is typically not something that you want to do. Because if you're scouted, then they just will gladly build only Seapoys.
Yeah.
But I mean, a nice thing is that he can just idle all of India's vills.
I'm not sure about that because you can just train a sepoy batch.
Oh, they're gonna get away. I mean, he could send Minutemen, but I don't know if that's worth it. Oh. And then he's just aging behind it.
Yeah, he could cancel these sepoys. Oh, he changed his mind. He's shipping wood instead of gold.
Okay. Probably in this
So
situation, you probably want to cancel the sepoys and just age.
I think the sepoy bats it's running across the map, but I would leave them in my at my vills.
Yep. He realizes that now
I
as the Huss run past the TP.
yeah.
What you can also do
Okay,
with these Huss is
considering.
put them right here, and then it would shoot the like that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's nice.
And then another thing you can do is run the Huss underneath like his wood line, and just the aggro will chop down all the trees so that he has no trees. But
So he shipped wood, so maybe like that's usually for consulate. So I guess export next.
yeah, probably consulate, market, get all of his market ups. And then just being annoying on the other side. Baus deciding to drop down a barracks. So he did 700, 700. One Vill might go down. Yep.
His mines are in an awkward spot. He doesn't have like a safe mine in the back.
Right. This is the safest one, and it's not even that safe.
Yeah, like some maps you will have like a mine where his barracks is or something, and that's feels so much nicer.
So far, Baus has gotten 2 Vills. But it's just rough losing houses.
Dirk not going for the export.
Right, he's going 700 coin trying to follow up. I think Baus could just build 5 skirms and 5 goons and then ship the 2 Falcons first. But I just don't think he'll recognize what's going on, how the game's developed. Maybe if he sees these crates, he might decide to change it, but so he sees the crates. He's still going goons. Yeah, I think Turk's gonna be up by the time the Falcons come out, and then by then they're not even that valuable at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, can you really blame boss for not going Falcons when you have like no units?
Right. And it's an impossible call to make. You may have been able to figure it out with like seeing the 700 wood and thinking, okay, he's gonna follow up, but there could also be like a stable right here and goons coming in behind.
So did Turk go for the Vills or is he keeping it for Minutemen? Oh, he's just reaching enough for the Vills.
So Terminor Gate, barracks coming down. Needs another house. Maybe go for the auto vills. But he might wait to see what kind of aggression happens. Just in case he needs Minutemen.
He's running low on the hunts, I think.
Right, this is his next 2. He has about 1200 food still in base. Yep. or 1600. But he's gonna need. Okay, he's working on this hunt now. Let's go 8 skirms, yeah. Yeah, in this particular situation, it would have been good to go Falcons first, but
Yeah, it's just so difficult to do. So
it's hard
risky.
to recognize.
Yeah, like if you shipped export and then you like lose your Falcons to 3 Hus or something, or
Right.
so much random shit, and just it was terrible if you're gonna lose them for free.
And then you got the Mahout.
The export is gone, so I imagine he picked up the
Oh.
bills.
Yeah, he got the 4 bills.
Yeah. And it's strange, like usually when I click on the bills, I also just instantly click on the like leaving that ally.
Oh yeah. I mean, the line of sight's so strong, and then the Hus aren't bad either. But
Yeah, but
getting
if you haven't
infantry.
shipped the export, it's gonna take forever to get to the house.
True.
It does give him the option of the Minuteman if he managed to get to 200, so.
And he's doing a good job of just poking in, figuring out what Turk has.
I wonder who's in a better spot here. Like, it feels like India, but I'm not sure.
I mean, it's tough that if he pushes him off this hunt, but it's like underneath his aggro now. He has no food income. And at that point, I would say, well, he has no food income. But I'd say that, oh no, he's gonna lose that scout. India has a clear weakness, and France has like a possibility of exposing it. As well, they could fight before those Gurkhas become veteran. And I mean, if Baus goes 5 cures and then sends another 3 and smashes in like the next minute, I feel like he could win this.
Yeah. I don't think he's gonna get a batch of 5, but maybe.
Yeah, just keeping the bills honest, and he can even dwindle this Gurkha count while he doesn't have the Mansa bar, he doesn't have East India. What is it, East India Company?
Oh, he decides to go Falcons. I think 3 cures may be better. I think, yeah, both make sense.
Yeah, either one.
I like the idea of going cures and then just smashing everything in there, and then you kind of just keep on killing these sepoys with your skirms, like similar to how Turk walked past the units to kill the Barbarians in the last game.
Yeah. I mean, Turk really hasn't produced too many units.
He's already shipping the 10% tag, so.
Yeah, and then he doesn't have the 10% HP, but that puts him at. There you go. Yeah, so these are like cap or infantry combat and infantry attack skirms. And then if you were to get the British consulate, they'd be almost triple carded skirms.
I heard that Kaiser told you that you sent the wrong card when you played Dutch.
Yeah. I didn't need infantry combat. Oh, so Minutemen already, just to add DPS to his army. Oh, if he could get a volley off here. Not a bad volley. And then it's gonna be a while before the shipment comes in. Like, they'll need to take a fight, or it's gonna have to be like at least 30-40 seconds before. Well, this is half a shipment right here. So he almost has a shipment. Oh, he killed the explorer, or he's gonna kill the explorer as well. So we'll most likely see sea jellies coming in, but not before the
I feel
aggro
like
goes down.
those cures should maybe be raiding on the top. Because those vills seem so exposed on the hunt.
Yeah.
Like I just have like 2 cures raiding or something could do a lot of damage. And India doesn't really have goons, so
I mean, it's so sad that those 10 cures couldn't make contact. And I don't think Turk really lost too many skirms there. Or too many Gurkha. Like, if he just runs up here and if he idled
yeah,
this...
that feels like the play. Like just send everything there. Now he's going for the raid with everything, and that could end up costing him the fight.
Right. 2 sea jellies coming out. They're gonna snipe the Falcons, and then I just feel as though things are gonna get bad here real quick.
So India has just lost like 10 vills in the meantime.
Maybe, what, like 8? Oh, he's at 19.
Oh, he still has those on the gold mine. If those get
Yeah,
found as well.
there's another 6, so...
Okay.
He saw him.
That's a shame that those could have definitely died as well.
Oh, he's shooting the Massive Dart. Don't switch targets. It has 0 HP.
Oh no. Fuck.
Hmm.
Yeah,
It's
he keeps taking these
unfortunate.
skirm fights, but like he's so outnumbered with skirms.
Yeah, and I mean, if you look at Turk's skirms, they just like so many are 1 HP.
Also trying to catch back up in the skirm war, so he's shipping skirms and going for a big batch of skirms. But I kind of feel like
I mean, if
he
he
should have
had
just gone for a
15,
slam in with cures.
yeah, if he goes, I mean, maybe even just Cav HP, throw an Arsenal down, get another 15, get him up to like 675 HP. I don't know. It seems as though Baus should be pretty far ahead after getting that huge raid. Yeah, he lost the 2 Falc shipment for free pretty much, but
Yeah, but the thing about losing the folks for free is like you're losing a shipment for a shipment, and those seed sellies are also
they're
pretty useless.
worthless
So
now, yeah.
yeah, so it doesn't really matter that much.
So 35 skirms to 37. But there's no sepoys here. Like, he could crush this fight if he just recognizes that. He could also kill another 6 vills.
Oh, what are the cures doing? They're really getting in there.
So another 3 vills go down. This is a nice little pickup.
Yeah. I
Catching
feel
this
like
skirm.
if Boss managed to see those vills on the mine and have killed those as well, he would have been in a very nice lead. But now it feels like it's somewhat even.
I mean, he's still continually killing vills, but this second TP is eventually, or TC is going to pay off soon. And just, Turk has been just winning the trade so hard.
Yeah, the skirm wars have just been constantly going India's way.
Oh, and now all these villagers have to go find a new home. Like, just slowly picking off 1 or 2 skirms at a time.
Yeah.
Whereas every time boss shoots back, he just doesn't quite kill one.
Well, the cures have AoE damage, so once they connect, they can just one-shot everything. Everything is 1 HP, so...
I mean, he just continually keeps taking down a cure or taking down a couple skirms.
Yeah, there go a couple again, yeah.
Now he's gonna try to push in, but it's just, it seems as though there's too many units have been bleeding out. Another 2 cures going down for free.
I think these cures should have been like, for example, that mine on the bottom, just like 2 cures there. It's like small raiding parties would have been great this game, I think.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems that boss is just so indecisive. He's just been back and forth, in and out of wanting to fight but not fighting. It's like there goes another 2 cures.
He's decided, I feel like. I think he's just had enough and he's just gonna go in. Nope, nope, never mind.
Getting CIR. He has 43 vills, so he's still ahead in eco.
Yeah, but he has 2 vills on food.
Yeah. All of these vills can get on food, but... And at this point, it's actually looking back even again.
Oh well, I guess he just had like quarter kill or something. Like where did all the skirms go?
Yeah, it's 24 to 15 now.
It felt like there were like 30 or 40 a second ago.
He's
The
gonna...
Gurkhas are walking forward.
Yeah, now he's gonna pick up some more. There's a cure here, 3 more cures. I mean, those Gurkha could go down, and then he has CIR skirms versus Sepoy, so I mean, he can just pull back and...
This is looking good for boss. Like you can just kite this up for a bit. I wouldn't commit your cures here.
I mean, oof. That's a big swing. Oh, that's a big... I don't know.
And this game all of a sudden
Now it's
kind of flipped.
super boss favored.
Yeah.
And
India's going Mahouts, and I don't think that's gonna work out. There's enough goons there to kill them, I think.
yeah, he can go pick up this Mahout. This Mahout's actually done a lot of work. Grading.
Yeah.
Just being annoying. And at this point, there's no more hunts for India. Like, India's down here, but if Baus figures it out...
Oh, now I can see why you can't raid it. It's protected by the 2 seed studies.
Right. It's a lot of skirms.
Like all of a sudden, Balls is so far ahead in the skirm count.
Yeah, but that's 3 Mahouts, 4 Mahouts, 6 Mahouts.
Oh, okay, yeah. And he's gonna try to trap him.
Oh no.
Like he will be stuck. Like
Yep.
the TC shipment point as well.
So it'll depend on how well these goons do. Not looking good. The Sepoys, Redcoats, Mahouts. He's killed 1 elephant. But the Dragoons are pretty much gone.
Really nicely done from Turk.
And then 2 more. Oh no, they're over there. But still, it's just a cleanup.
And I like this a lot from Turk. It's been like a skirm war the entire game, and he just flips it on its head and just goes, "Oh, it's Sepoy."
Right click.
At the perfect timing.
Yep. Too many skirms here. And then just...
And he's not gonna get away.
Another 2.
The funny thing is when Turk was shipping Mahouts, I was saying this is not gonna work, but Turk knows his India.
Yeah, you just have to...
That must feel painful for boss.
Yeah, Baus just needed to recognize, it's like, alright, I have the skirm count down. There's no way he gets back in the skirm war, I just need to protect him. But it's hard to recognize it. It's so quickly.
Yeah, those things can switch back and forth. But it feels like
Wow.
Boss finally managed to get this big lead in the game, and then that's where he loses.
Yeah, so 14 raid. Just
You look at the military unit law for me.
Tabas is
Yeah, like
ahead.
you see how good that fight went, like 5 minutes before the end. Well, even less, like 3 minutes before the end.
Yeah. And then you just gotta say, alright, I need to replenish, make sure I don't lose to a cav switch. There was a cav
At
switch.
at, 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 tw at 20 minutes, I felt like, okay, boss has won, and at 22 minutes, he resigned.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy how quickly it turned.
GG.
Yeah,
Ooh.
that was impressive.
I'll be the fish. So we're at 2-0 for Turk. Um, the
Yeah, and
rest of
the
CMC,
the
what happened?
well, I don't know what is casted. I think we've seen Kevin against Sam.
Kevin, Sampu, Ezad, and Lucas was casted. And then, what was the other one? Lavender and... Is Lavender on this team?
Lavender against Dit.
Yeah, Lavender against Tit, yep. So, those three were very CMC favored. And so far, CMC's down 2-0 here. Oh man. Now this matchup.
Oh, this is
I
a classic.
I just don't think that Baus chose this voluntarily, but he plays a lot of Russia, so he might have decided this is a fine matchup for me.
I think he played this matchup against Tabin on the same map. So he might have chosen it.
Hmm. So he's working on a treasure, not microing or not
Is it? I guess it's 100 XP.
80
Oh, it's 80.
80 food. I wonder if while
Yeah,
you're getting a treasure, you put him on auto explore your other unit so that you can micro the treasure and then let your other unit just auto explore.
wait, do you use it, Auto Explore?
No. Oh, it
Okay.
only works on your explorer. Doesn't work on your envoy. I've never used it.
No, I've never used it. I recently found out it's a thing, and I was like, oh, I should probably start using it.
Yeah, it's a DE thing. 12 vil age up, pretty standard. Or 15 vil age up, and then standard Russia things. That's a nice treasure for Russia. If he finds any, he hasn't found any llamas. He went down and Baus was already there, so Baus is gonna
Yeah,
get
and then
all four.
the other pawn still has all the 4 llamas there.
Baus going for
I
100 XP
wonder.
treasure.
Ooh, but that could if that get noticed, it could be trouble, because those units do a lot of damage. Jaguars.
One more swing and he can shoot it. I think that goes to Turk. No. Gabe's cracked. He's won both of them so far.
So he was doing the treasure earlier, the 80-foot one with the crocodile.
Hmm.
And like I was playing a quick search game the other day, and all of a sudden the crocodiles were just like twice as strong on one of the African maps.
Yeah.
You know, the buffed up version.
Yep. So there's American alligators and then African crocodiles.
Yeah, but they look the exact same in my opinion.
Right.
I feel like treasure gardens should look different so you can identify whether it's storm or not.
Well, the crocodiles are a bit bigger, but
Alright.
they're pretty much the same animal, just about. But crocodiles, they're gonna be more like tigers,
Yeah.
and
So
alligators are
size.
like panthers, or yeah, black panthers. It's just all of the cat-like guardians. If you're running away from them, they attack super fast as you run away because of their animation. So as long as if they're
Mhm.
faster than you and you run away from them, they'll attack in quick succession. But some of the other, you can see it there. But essentially, as soon as they get, see how it attacked twice there.
Yeah.
As soon as they get in range, if they're doing their reset animation is instant. So if
Oh,
they're
did you see that little 360 by the way? That the Explorer did?
right there.
Yeah, he went like a instant 360. Making some kind of compilation.
Yeah, Turk has he has scripts on, so his explorers are a little bit better.
Well, not this series so far, but usually, yeah.
Yeah.
This matchup, by the way, like I feel like I've seen it so many times by now. It just keeps on coming up on these sort of maps, like the no TP land
Right.
maps. Like these civs are just where you want to be playing them.
Dutch is a pretty strong civ on no TP, and then Russia is also very strong because they don't really need anything. So they just like to contain and not let you get an eco advantage. But I mean, Baus has 3 hunts under his TC, all 8 llamas, so he has food for days.
Yeah, he is. This is insane how much food there is here.
He just picked up this treasure, which I'm not sure what it was. And then Turk's going 700 coin. I don't know this build, but I guess he dropped a stable and then just goes straight into
It's
Cossack production, or
maybe, yeah. It's
because
strange.
usually you do 5 Cossack or you do 700 wood, 700 coin, but
Did you get steel traps yet?
no, he just got the market, so he doesn't even have hunting dogs. So he's doing
Yeah, I don't think
700 coin.
I don't think he's gonna add a stable. I think he's just gonna slowly burn through this coin, making musk.
Interesting.
And maybe like if you want to get steel traps, then you can sell coin for a house.
And I think steel traps is in the.
Or you already made a house, yeah. Yeah, I think you steel traps here.
Just have all bills on food. Baus just saw. Okay, there's 15 musketeers here.
Also, opening stable.
Minutemen
Then
first.
you
Oh,
usually
town
yeah
militia coming.
you usually go CM when you open stable.
I thought he was sending Minutemen right now, and I was like, no, that's way too much, like, early. Yeah, I like going Cossack or Huss, and then just having them in Russia's base. It's like, okay, I'm
Yeah,
idle, but you're idle too, but I have 4 banks.
yeah, and then you just have to CM one-shotting the musk, and eventually you bring your house back and you can take a fight.
Yep. He's gonna lose this Ville. Because Pathion's great. He's actually gonna lose a bank. And I mean that's a
Losing a bank is huge. Because it also gives your opponent a lot of XP, and then
yeah,
you're just down a bank.
like half a shipment, or almost a full shipment.
Oh, here comes the steel traps, a little bit delayed, but not that important.
All right, so all the Villes are idled up for Russia. The musket count's dwindling. I think there's a Cossack. No, I just saw the 4 Cossacks being shipped. Okay.
But I feel like the coin shipment, it kind of makes sense. Like you're just slowly burning to your coin while having like all your fills on food.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's the most efficient with your resources, but it seemed to work out pretty nicely. And then I think these husks can just be here.
Yeah, I'm surprised that he sent them back.
It's like they're not going to do anything here. Well,
Oh, he
maybe they
wants to go
will.
for the big fight.
Yeah, but
I think
this
you're
isn't.
better off like just keep on idling in Russia's base,
Yeah. And
and then
now,
just slowly kill the mosques with your TC fire.
well, he should be able to get all of these. Because Ruskets don't do that much damage, and just snaring is enough.
Yeah, and this does give him some breathing room, and like he has wood on the floor as well. Yeah, I guess it's worked out for him. Just the fact that he lost the bank is just
Yeah, a
keeps on
bank and a
you keep on
stable.
feeling that. Yeah, mostly the bank. You just keep on feeling the pain. of
Yeah.
Losing that.
Ooh, need 10 bills in there.
Oh, 9 is the perfect amount.
Oh, it's just, yeah.
Yeah, like the first shot was still with 8 or something.
Yep. Another Rex going down, stable going down, and I think Turk just double pump out units and then add Cossacks, and you can just go sit under Baus's town center indefinitely.
Yeah, and boss looks to be aging, or at least
Not
trying to.
quite.
I would eat my llamas here.
He ate some, but yeah, he just needs to age right now.
Yeah, so you want to be eating them ASAP. Yeah,
And then
it's
send
gonna
a
do it.
bill like right here.
Yeah, that's really underrated to do that. It can
Yep.
be so nice to
You
have
just
some
build
population space.
a
Yeah.
colony across the corner of the map against Russia. And you do it pretty early. Like you send one to like chop wood right here. Because once they get in the town center, they're not getting out typically.
Yeah, there's a lot of matchup as Dutch where you're kind of just stuck in your base, and then just having one village somewhere that can build houses for you, it's like it can make all the difference.
Houses, just having a side stable so that you can put down a stable. But I mean, he has the stable down. It's actually not looking bad for Baus. He's aging. He already has his stable down. He has some pop space. These Minutemen deter. The rest gets enough.
Yeah, I think that's the problem of going full Ruskets. Like you keep on getting one shot by the TC, and then like
Right.
usually Straddles are better because it's just more cost efficient.
Yeah,
If your Straddles getting one shot.
you lose half as many resources every TC shot.
Yeah. And you basically have the same effect because you also are idling.
Right. And they're a little faster and have a little bit more range resist, so they do well. But 600 coin coming in.
Yeah, but Turga's also gonna age. Looks like. And this is only 3 banks, so. I wonder if he's gonna make more banks with this 1k wood.
I would think so.
I imagine, yeah, I imagine so. And then you just eat all the llamas to do so.
Yep, he's pulling his llamas over now. He kind of understands that's what needs to happen.
So, who are you liking here? Would you rather be Russia or Dutch?
Well, I'd rather be Dutch, unless I was playing against Haza. But I think I'd rather be Dutch here. Because typically, if you get to this point, in my experience, if I get to this point against Russia, I usually win. Unless I'm playing Haza. can't raid
Yeah.
Haza, you can't out micro Haza, you can't switch to artillery and out cold micro Haza. So you just kinda lose, but
Yeah, but I mean that just goes for a lot of.
right, that's just in this case, I mean it might even be nice to build an artillery founder and just take those two down. It's actually a nice thing that you can do against as Dutch versus Russia. But it's kind of hard to realize when they're pulling back entirely because you don't want to put an artillery down artillery founder down if they're not aging behind it.
Yeah, and then you get right click like.
You get right click by yeah. But
Yeah, it's nice that you mention it because I almost never seen artillery founder in this matchup. But now that you mention it, it makes a lot of sense to go for it.
yeah, so then you just go a couple of like 3 Falcons and then pretty much all anti-cav.
Right. Yeah.
And then
Personally, I like what he's doing. Just
doing
going
this.
fat Haas. Yeah, and then going heavy into Haas. This is how I usually play it.
So
So
he
did
could
he went to 4 banks, I guess.
still at
Oh,
3.
still the 3. So
Still at
he
3.
used all the wood on like the
Stable
currency, second stable, steel traps, houses.
and then 3 houses, yeah. Alright, he's getting pushed in, which might be very good for him.
Yeah, if you can get like a nice patch here, you can even cancel a skirm. Like,
Yeah, 8. The 2
well,
Falcons.
still a pretty good patch.
A little bit premature unpacked. But they'll get here.
Yeah. Well, the Falcons are like annoying now, right? But,
Yeah,
unpacking
now they're like these are all gonna die instantly, and then yeah,
like this is really good for boss. I think.
yeah, just all the ruskets are gone.
Yeah, and those Falcons.
Those
they're
Falcons
just
are a
gonna end up
little
dying.
awkward. At this point, I'd just run and go kill the Falcons. There he
Yeah,
goes.
exactly. It's a little bit too late. He doesn't have enough Haas anymore, but yeah, he can do it with the Reuters.
Oh, the snare, and then the
Oh,
Musketeers.
he's
Yeah,
not gonna be able. I feel like those Falcons should have died.
yeah.
Like, as soon as you see them, I think I would have right clicked my house on there.
Yep. Another big batch gonna come out though. He needs to do some remackerine, but
Yeah,
I mean
all
that's
those
as
llamas, I would should be eating them.
that's as good of a fight as he was gonna get there. He probably doesn't need any more.
I just want to see another like as many houses as he can make batch, and that I think that could win in the game. Like maybe, I would personally just go wait on a good house patch and go cav combat, and once you get the cav combat, that's go time.
7
So I
units.
would play in this position.
7 units going down.
Yeah, but there were Minutemans and stuff.
Right, but Minutemen are still good DPS. That's the nice thing about having them. The problem with getting a cannon shot to them is you lose a lot of DPS, but they have no HP.
But the current situation with the Falcons being like let's call it bugged, I guess, like the unpacking stuff. I feel like the ships that are shipping Falcons got made worse because of it.
Right.
It's just so hard to control them now.
It's a nice little pickup here. Turk's doing smart. He's gonna right click right now.
Oh, is he gonna finish
Oh.
this match? Oh, he kind of does.
I mean, those skirms were dead. If he didn't, they still might be dead, but he picked up about 8 bills. So if he can get back in
Is he
time.
gonna kill those? Is he gonna kill those hills at the blockhouse or just walk right past?
He's gonna siege it down. It'll go down.
Yeah, but it feels like he wants to be at home ASAP.
So he's gonna lose a bank for it. He's gonna pick up a couple extra Cossacks, but he needs to get home now.
I don't like this shipment. I would go for Cav Combat, I think.
Yeah, he has a bunch of units. Cap combat, and if it cap combat hits at the right time.
Yeah, I think it's better than the 7 skirts.
And he's doing a good job. He's focusing down the Falc with the TC, which does like 17 per shot, so the Falc's dead. And now,
I don't
just
actually agree with that. I would rather just be TC fighting the Musks. Like, I think the Falcons will end up dying anyway.
well, getting one, I think is good.
Because he has the... actually, he's no longer one-shotting the Ruskets because they're veteran C now, so... Then, yeah, then you should go on the Falcons. If he was
Yeah.
still one-shotting them, then I would say go for the Musks.
Quite a nice cleanup here. And then with that raid, I mean, the ecos are even actually.
Yeah, he's only on 2 banks.
2 banks, which sucks, but Russia lost about 10 villager in that raid, so it's pretty close still. If he comes up here, he could do a lot of work, but he's hyper focused on this side. He doesn't have this exploit at all, so he sees 1 dead hunt. Now getting cap combat.
I feel like Boss is kind of on a timer.
Yeah, in this matchup at this point.
Yeah, especially when you have only 2 banks.
He only has 2 banks. He's down about 2 villagers.
He's chopping a lot of wood. I wonder if he's gonna try to catch up in banks, but I don't think that's what you should do. I feel like you should just accept the fact that you're only on 2 banks and then just try to get the win, like, soon.
Cossacks coming in for a raid. Could get another nice little pickup here. Cossacks coming back. But I don't know. I think at this point, Baus can just infinitely run around and Turk can't really do anything.
Well, those Cossacks can also start raiding, and the Reuters are all in one place, I think. I don't believe he has, like, a new batch of them.
No.
So, if those Cossacks go to, like, the bottom left,
Oh,
which is also likely, I think they can both get a good raid at the same
this
time.
is so smart from Baus. Just don't let that go up. Siege it down.
Yeah, but look at the Cossacks in the meantime as well.
That's good reaction time.
Yeah, he noticed really quickly, yeah. He needs to kite these musks.
Okay, pull him back. Yeah, you can't lose.
Ooh, he lost a lot there.
Picking up the the Cossacks down here though. Ah. More villagers.
Oh, more vills, yeah. Oh, he's
That-
shipping Opries. So Opries might...
Opries are a good
get
raid
some-
unit. Another 3 vills
Yeah,
going down, so they're equal in bill count, but
Yeah, but if the Opries know about those hunting vills, they can, like, massacre that. It does seem like he knows where he's going with them, yeah.
yeah.
He doesn't actually see the hunt, but he kind of knows the vills should be in that area.
Yeah, because they're not here.
Yeah, exactly. And there's like a mine there on that side, so. This could be a very big Opry raid.
Ooh.
Oh, I think that was just pure luck that those vills were
Yeah, these were
running away
already
because they're-
leaving.
Yeah.
It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yeah, and this is where you leave, I think. Now you stop attacking.
and then he's out.
Yeah.
Then over here, 10, maybe 11? No. Oh, Warville kills. Alright, now it's your turn. Turk to lose vills.
I'm still unsure, but I'm feeling Russia, but I'm
Yeah,
very
it's.
unsure.
I mean, 30. They're even again. And then, all right, yeah, he's gonna clean all this up. I would just fight. More villagers coming in. These strelets are dead too.
I changed my mind. I changed
Yeah,
my mind. I'm going Dutch.
yeah, there's no way Baus loses this army anymore.
Yeah, the army is just unkillable like this.
And there's just not enough eco. If he right clicks right here.
That was just such a huge cleanup there.
Yeah, I mean, losing the 2 blockhouses in the middle, he doesn't really have the middle anymore. And now Baus is just running over to his eco.
Oh, but he's getting the Vil tech. Maybe, maybe it'll turn the game around.
More Huss in the base.
Yeah, I was completely wrong. It's just Dutch is gonna win it.
Another Vil goes down. Man, what a that's a weird one. More dead villagers. And then there's, I mean, there's just enough. Reuters here plus Huss are better than
Yeah.
Cossacks and Opries.
Yeah, this is gonna be game.
GG. So that puts Baus on the board. Which is nice. I like to keep things even. This is the story of the game. Just big raid, keep him in it. Another big raid.
I thought Dutch was gonna be in trouble when he lost the bank in H2.
Yeah, I mean, he lost the bank, but then. So he lost a bank here, lost 2 vills, but this. It's like 2.5 banks.
But like the all rescued line being equal
Right.
is usually good for Russia.
Yeah.
The main problem I would feel as boss, like it must be really nice to pick up a win here, but now you're dealing with the Civ reset and you're just gonna face India and Japan again, I think.
I don't even remember this fight. Oh, that was
I
the
think it was
fight
under
under his TC. Yeah, we killed the Falc with the TC fire and then just
Yeah.
popped Huss everywhere. Yeah. All right.
Like, what do you think? Like if I have to guess, I would imagine that Turk just plays India and Japan again now.
Let's see. What's game 4? Game 4 is game 5's Colorado, I think. Game 4 is Florida. So I think on
Yeah, I
Florida,
just
I'm gonna say Japan, India. Japan on Florida, and then India on Colorado.
yeah, I just mean like irregardless of the maps, I think though he's just gonna play those 2 civs again, and that's like some people really benefit from the civ resets rule, and some people don't really care that much.
Game 4.
But it actually shows the matchup in.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Yep, Japan.
As expected, and on this map you also get the archer upgraded in the native if the game goes long.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things here as Japan. It's one of the best. I think people say it's the best Japan map because you get sheep, and then you also get
You get markets.
a
You
market
get
tech. You get the native upgrades as well if you're a Yumi.
Yeah.
You could even
The
go
native is 10%, right?
port cons to get 15%,
15, yeah.
and then at the Carib another 10%.
So I'm sure this is a matchup we both played a lot from the Dutch side. How
And
does it usually go? What would you say is your win rate in this matchup as Dutch?
at the beginning of DE, I would say it was like 75%,
Mm-hmm.
but then it just people figured out that Yabusame were a thing.
Yeah, that's the problem that I run into as well.
Oh, Baus shot the
Although,
alligator, but didn't quite get the treasure.
although I don't think Turk is the kind of player to go for Yabusames.
Yeah.
Because it's more like a new school thing, and Turk kind of plays the old school style.
Um, I don't know what he's doing though. I guess you just don't go consulate anymore. I figure on this map you would.
Yeah, because then you can get the 3 boats.
You could go, yeah, consulate, go port consulate, get 3 boats, get your one thing up quickly.
Keep your age up.
But or maybe, well, in H1 he's gonna ship. I think he's gonna ship 3 boats in H1 instead of the 2 vills.
Yeah, that's usually what you do on a water map. But I mean, even then, you can also get the 3 boats from the consulate. Or
Yeah.
just get both.
I wonder if you could go Tori here. I feel like Tori would be a nice build. Because you get the 3 boats early. You get extra XP. You could have like 5 boat. But I don't know. Ooh.
Oh.
1 HP.
Easy.
Oh.
Oh.
Dead.
Ah.
Oh, he was too busy on the other side.
Yeah, also low HP.
So, in both Japan games, Turks lost his Explorer in H1.
Yeah, and in both games, I'm like confused what he's doing in H1 in general. Like he really knows his Japan, so it must make sense. But like, why not do this exact same build with Port Consulate? Just surprising to me. I guess he really enjoys those archers that go stealth. I don't know their name.
Yeah, the Shinobis.
Yeah, I guess he just likes them too much or something. But like the
Shinobi no Mono.
Port Consulate just making the Age up cheaper and then Shrine cheaper and getting the 3 boats from it. It just makes so much sense here, in my opinion.
So, consulate coming down now. Probably gonna be 4 Shinobis. Go sit underneath Baus's base and be annoying. Baus checking, make sure there's no sea boom shenanigans.
The sea boom with Japan is probably the best in the game. Like it takes too long to pull off, but if you get it off, like you can actually ship face market twice and stuff. It's so insane.
But you don't get rendering plant though.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, you do?
I think it's rendering plant, fish market twice, whale oil. Like it's just insane.
I wonder if you could send that one card in the dock rickshaw card twice.
Wait, which one?
The dock rickshaw, East India. Is it fishing company or Dutch India? I don't know. There's one that gives you a dock rickshaw and it makes your fishing boats cheaper.
Yeah, but you can only send that once, right?
I don't know. I don't play this Civ.
No, it would make no sense if you could ship that twice because it's like
2 docks.
yeah, but like what's the point? Like it's not gonna make your fishing boats cheaper twice. No,
If
you can only
if
send
it's
that
written
once.
minus 20 wood per fish boat.
Da, da, da. You can only ship it once. If you can ship it twice, I would have known about it.
Yeah. You'd have.
Because I played a few like heavy water boom water Japan games in team games just for fun.
Ah. See, Turk just does random shit every time.
Yeah, I don't think he knows what he's gonna do. You know,
Now
like,
he's got 2 barracks this time, sending 4 vills first. Gonna go into 600 wood and then just double pump. No, I guess he did scout this. Double pump Yubi. He's already gotten both of his berry upgrades, so.
it feels to me like, you know, when in poker you don't know what you're doing, so you could be bluffing just because you don't know what you're doing. It feels like
So
Dirk
Turk's doing.
doesn't really know what he's gonna do, but something will happen. He just happens to have 2 barracks this time.
Yeah, he just does random stuff for the first like 5 minutes of the game, and then he like reevaluates. He's like, oh, this is what I have to do now. Because this is the situation I'm in. It's like, well, you put yourself here.
Yeah, it's funny though. Like, it's
So,
making it work. So
yeah, Baus is probably questioning, like, why is there 2 barracks already?
yeah, I would be confused for sure. Yeah.
I think in this matchup, you start skirm, or you start pikes. Then you drop a, like, you do 5
Yeah.
pikes, and then drop a
And then
stable.
contain his army.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
make skirms.
Not run into his base, but just
Yeah, like
yeah,
if,
how to put it? I feel like Boss's mindset in both these games against Japan is just like, all right, I have to kill Japan. I'm going in there, but
yeah,
it doesn't work. Like he similar to the Germany game where he wasted the expo shipment.
right.
He also kind of just wasted the first batch here.
I mean, he does have 4 banks, but now, like, because his 5 skirms are dead, he can't siege these shrines.
Yeah. I'm getting Divine Strike, I think.
And now it's just gonna be infinite Yumi coming out.
This is actually pretty scary because it's gonna be
Yeah,
like,
this Rex is going down,
yeah,
and Baus is just staging.
yeah, and I don't think you can
You can't.
just FF. You can't just FF against Japan. Like, you have to make something happen in H2.
Right. You can't lose units and things for free against Japan.
You have to get some sort of advantage in H2 before you H. Like I know that Mido is a big fan of playing this matchup as Dutch,
Yeah.
and he, you know, I asked him for some pointers, and he just basically said like you have to get something in H2. Like if you fall behind in H2, it's over. You can
Right.
never just H without being ahead.
Yep. And so far,
I think the
Turk's
viewers
ahead.
have secrets.
Dropping a 5th bank.
Yeah. I don't know. I think he's just gonna die to this right click. It feels like.
Right. Market's gonna go down. I mean, Turk can
Doesn't have
just.
any production buildings, so you know having to ship CM against Japan is not what you want to do.
What he could do is if he just built a church, aged, and then sent 1,000 coin as soon as he got to the next age, or he could go straight to 4. Maybe send
Oh,
religious freedoms.
I thought you were just gonna talk about the unique church and then go for the Ward Elders or whatever they're called.
Yeah, you could do that, but they're not gonna accomplish anything against Japan. Like,
I think so. I think with the Yumi so far forward, you should be able to.
you might be able to
something
kill
like
some Yumis, but
There's Ashy now as well. Yeah.
yeah, I think you just need to go straight into age 4. Because then you
Like
can
this
just
game is
have
over. It's
Right.
so stupid. Like not much has happened, but it's over. Like you waste one batch, you lose your barracks, so it's over.
Yeah. And if he went
Just
h4,
outflanks
he
him.
might have a chance, but I think Turks just gonna right click him because he's committed to h2. He sent his daimyo. His daimyo's here somewhere. There he is. The daimyo's here. He has 40 units here. You can just right click the town center and it goes down.
Yeah, like he's shipping skirms, but like, what are those gonna do?
Yeah, he has to kill all the anti-cav and then even then, yeah, he can't even build units because he doesn't have. That house isn't gonna go up, so he gets the one skirm batch. Stable's going down. And the skirms are
Alright,
gonna
just
pop out underneath the town center.
remind me that if I ever play against Boss, I'm gonna practice on Japan. Just like he does not want to play against the Civ.
Yeah, it's not looking good here. The
Oh,
daimyo,
even
5 Nagi coming in.
Patch.
Yeah.
It's over.
Eek. Eek, eek, eek.
It's funny though because like Mido, I would say Mido's top level that we have pretty much. He still believes that this is like a good matchup for Dutch. So one game doesn't tell the story.
Right. Mistakes were made. Decisions weren't correct in my opinion.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think Boss is a great player, but he needs to be told what to do in some matchup, I guess.
yeah.
And Turk, I think Turk played the strange Sage 1, but like he seems to know what he's doing. So yeah, and then we see India. See it in the description.
And
Yeah, it's so painful to play against someone who's really good on 2 civs and then he gets the civ reset.
well, I know how this matchup goes.
This is not a matchup that you want. This is
I'm
not
guessing that Baus picked first.
I think basically we both believe that if India just go Gurkha Zam,
Like,
there's not much Inca can do.
I don't know why he clicked into either of these. Like, one of these he had to have chosen. Right?
I think maybe last game against Japan, he just does not know what to pick against Japan, maybe. So I think probably last game he had the counter pick.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that would make more sense than him counterpicking here.
So someone in the chat asking, someone who doesn't play, how does an India against Aztec matchup go? And I would highly recommend going to the vault of this stream and looking for Lucas against
He's
his
at,
name? Lucas against EZ. And that was one of the most exciting games I've seen in a while. They played today, India against Aztec.
yeah, that's a great
And
game.
that game, like holy shit. Like that game was nuts.
I believe that
And
Aztec is favored in that matchup. That's what I would say.
I think so too. But
Yeah.
it's close.
Like,
We don't see enough Aztec to make like a good judgment, I feel.
right. Perez plays a lot of Aztec, and he plays a good amount of India, and he says that he enjoys that matchup from India or from Aztec's side.
But either way, that game was great either way. So just, look up the vault, check out that game.
And we're back. So,
But if you're meant to ask about this matchup, India against Inca, I think India crushes this matchup super hard.
yeah, I don't really play India, but I think I could crush anybody with India versus Inca. Because it's just
like on your first try playing
right.
India.
Yeah, because it's just I've played against it so many times, and it's just like I can't do anything in this matchup from the Inca side, so I just replicate it.
Yeah, and we both believe that Gurkha Zam is the way, right?
Yeah, I mean, you don't even go that many Zams. You just go like 5 Zams, maybe 10, and then you just build like 50 Gurkha. It's like, alright, if they make a bunch of Chimus, like half the Chimus die before they even kill one Gurkha.
Yeah, because even the Gurkhas do enough damage to the Chimus.
Well, Chimus have 10% range resist,
Yeah, exactly.
so they have 154 HP after range resist. So it takes
However, if
10
you
Gurkhas to
if you
one-shot one.
if you don't realize that you should go into Gurkha, like I think Sepoys get really destroyed by Inca.
They do, yeah.
You have to know what to do as India basically.
Right, if you go Sepoy, like even if you go Sepoy Gurkha, like you won't make enough Gurkha, so you'll lose.
Yeah.
But you should just make pure Gurkha pretty much, and then even if you have your elephants there, your elephants will be there enough to. Where's he
Oh,
going?
then he should just go back in. Right?
Yeah,
Why is he leaving?
I don't know. I think he wants to build a TP. No, he was just doing other things.
Oh, it's just a mind game, making sure that the bear goes low.
Ooh.
A little bit of a weird treasure
Oh,
contention. So it does still aggro
target.
boss. Oh, but why does he run? He should just attack it. Just kill it.
He's going for the reset, I guess. Alright.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like because it was chasing the Inca Explorer and then it got stunned.
Right,
Which
it
means
never
that it
retargeted.
just- Yeah. Kinda makes sense. But it's still a little strange. What treasure is it anyway? Is it the XP or the wood?
It's 120 XP.
Gurkha spam is not necessarily the meta playstyle for India, just different matchup ask for different things to do.
Right.
And in this matchup, Gurkha spam I think is great.
I think you could even build the aggro forward.
Oh, I like doing it in base because you know it takes a bit to get the Gurkha and Zam to get like a decent numbers.
Right,
So
but
if you get rushed or something, just having the aggro shoot and stuff like I
that,
really enjoy doing it in base. It's just safe.
yeah, I just don't think that Inca can actually rush you. This,
I don't know. Just if
this.
you're
Why?
Stuck.
What
Yes.
is this? No. 700 wood first. Or at least the trickle. What? I don't know.
Turk spun the wheel and
Yeah.
landed on Soa.
Turk's like, let's see what kind of disadvantage I can get in the first 5 minutes and see if I can pull it back.
Alright, I'm 3-1 ahead. Let's make this.
Let's make this interesting. Like, the thing that would be great is if there's like 10 jungle bowmen here, and then you just see like 4 sours right on the 10 jungle bowmen. And then Turk's gonna be a genius.
Think this card that Inca is shipping, I don't think it. How much does it actually do?
If you have, so it's like half a vil
Alphaville for each house.
for each house, yeah. So he has
Okay.
10.
So it's
So
like
it's
5 vil
a
shipment.
5
right now.
vil shipment. Oh, the jungle bowman.
Now he just randomly have the sour seaboy showing up at 2 warheads. Like, this is not. Wait, is it gonna work? Like, he doesn't have the rest for the big button pikes?
He does if he cancels everything, but he just cleans up 5 jungle bowmen.
I mean, it's still somewhat okay for Inca because
Yeah.
warheads firing. And here I would just completely DC fire the seaboys and the sowers. I mean.
Yeah, if he could take down the 2 sours, still it's gonna be kind of hard. Because sepoys do really well versus jungle bowmen still.
Yeah, but if you could shipment point on the top warhead.
Alright, he'll take down one sour, maybe two.
He's actually gonna lose a war. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I guess India can just do anything they want then.
yeah. I mean, Baus went two greedy shipments and stomp. So now Baus is actually fine, but now he can kite forever.
Right, and I mean, to be fair, like India went for 2 unit shipments, I imagine. Like it has to be 5 sepoys after, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Inca went for 2 greedy shipments. So.
That's actually, Baus is in a good spot, I think. Like, sure, he lost a lot of units, but these aren't really gonna do anything. They're gonna kill. Well, they're actually trading alright. But still, like, Baus is ahead in eco by a good margin.
Yeah, and
He has like,
he's just picking up sepoys.
so he has 11, so that's like 11 villagers on food. So he's at like 33 bills. Put it in cover mode.
So here comes the big button, which is a little strange, I think. I would much rather keep that when you actually need anti-cap in a hurry.
Well, I think you should just right click with 10 Poom Spearmen. They'll take down the aggro fort. Or maybe you cancel this and go the 700 coin. I don't know. Or the speed card.
I don't mind the shipment, but I do mind the big button. I feel like it's nicer to save the big button.
But
yeah, I think that this was actually pretty nice for Inca, I think. Like you said.
yeah. Autocons. Autocons 4
Yeah,
bill,
so
and then just
he
do.
wants to go 3 house and a sour batch, I guess.
Yeah, you could go that, or you could just play the. I would just play the eco route. There we go. I was about to be like, come on, Turk, don't go Brit. That's definitely not the right one.
Also needs to watch out that he doesn't end up losing too many bikes, and then he can get right click by the 3 house with the.
Yep, this is nice from Turk. Just.
Yep.
And actually, like, the aggro does a bunch of damage to these jungle bowmen. They don't have much HP. They don't have much HP, they don't have much range, they don't have much attack, they don't have much rate of fire. But they're
So
broken.
considering that the Inca can't really get in there, would you think it's ever reasonable to go like even greedier and try to start thinking about maybe TPs and state codes? Or is that never an option as Inca?
I mean, it could be, but then you get into a situation where India still outscales you.
Yeah, or even if you
So if you
are
go
like
super greedy,
full house booms and
yeah,
you get like state codes and stuff.
India will just outboom you and then ship to, because that's what happened in the EZAD versus Lucas. Is it EZAD versus Lucas?
We
Yeah,
had ESOC against Lucas today, yeah.
yeah. Lucas played India, and EZAD was Inca on Korea. And EZAD went really greedy. He didn't go TP, but he went like 4 TCs.
Okay, so I didn't follow. So Inca went greedy?
Yeah, Inca went greedy, and India just had 2 siege elephants that just, you can't ever kill them, and they can just slow push and kill all of your units. And Inca never wants to take a fight because Inca never can take a fight. It's like all their units have speed, but they have to get in range, and India can just kite forever. And then at some point, India's gonna add in Mahouts, which you can't kill from range, and Mahou to do damage once they get close, so. It's just there's a lot of things that India has that Inca doesn't have an answer to.
Yeah, I see. Well, this could be a big fight though. So let's. I wonder.
So,
Can you check what India's reinforcements are?
2 sours.
He still has the export in the bank, so he can decide to queue
Yeah.
the Hus or get Minutemen.
Yeah, he has both of them. What you can do here is you can run your Chimus forward, and then you have to drag box and grab your pikes, because your pikes go to the front of the formation. So you run your Chimus forward, and then you drag box, and then you can flip your pikes on top.
It's gonna be the big fight.
I like how the fight has started. There was like 26 Chimus, but now there's only 15. And I mean, this
Still,
is
maybe,
probably
the
as
three
good
Hus-
as you
three
can
Hus
get.
could be a problem.
Yeah, the pike's coming back.
Oh, he still has some pikes in there.
This is probably the best fight. This is looking pretty good for Inca. No. And then all the Chimus just die because they're not a real unit.
He seems to have some problems, some personal issues with Inca.
Well, I mean, I played them a lot.
Yeah, I know.
And it's great because everybody says they're broken. And I'm like, dude, have you ever played this Civ? Like, in order to
Well,
win, you have to do, like, the most retarded bullshit to win.
I
And
think they're just annoying.
they
So that's
are.
why.
But it's like, look, he had more units, and he took a fight, and he lost. Because their units just suck.
Yeah, personally, I just really just like the invisible force, all that
Right.
sort of nonsense that they have. That's what frustrates me about the Civ. Oh, this
Yeah.
solar wedge is gonna be a problem.
I mean, I understand. It's like, sure. But, like,
How much HP do these monks have? They probably respawn like full HP.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's game.
So, I mean, what are these doing? Yeah, doing 52, so they're two-shotting these units. It's just their best unit's pikemen. I don't know, but I don't think that's a good best unit to have.
No, I get your point.
And yeah, I think I don't like the invisible stuff either, but it's like you can't take a fight as India, so what do? You hide behind your invisible stupid stuff and hope somebody runs into it, and then you throw out 5 Chimus.
This was actually game 5 comment, so we just
Yep.
finished.
So we just finished. It's a 4-1. 4-1 for Turk. Well played to Turk. I mean,
I feel like we've been a little bit. It's been like a frustrating.
it's
We're frustrated, because it's like we don't really like Japan that much, and we saw Japan win twice.
I mean, it just
Uh,
seemed as though the games were over really early. Like it looked as though
yeah.
they were just matchup wins. Well,
No,
not all
I think we
matchup
had
wins, but
I think we had one great game, like the one in Korea. I think was really exciting. The French against India.
yeah, that
That
game was
game
really
went.
close.
Yeah,
And
and
then the
when I
Russia-Dutch game
thought.
was close.
Oh yeah, so we had 2 good games.
Yeah,
But the 2 games with Japan were over in like 5 minutes, and this was just like over in like 1 second because
this
of
was
the no
over
champion.
in Champ Select or Civ Select.
Yeah, Civ Select, yeah.
And I think so. Kevin picked this map first. Kevin's on Baus's team, so Baus picked. Yeah, Baus picked Inca. He just must have forgot India was a Civ.
I feel like you should just fall back on picking French again.
Yeah.
Right?
I mean, France is good on this map. You could also play.
And it's his main. He knows what he's doing with French. I feel like
You
that
could
would
even
make
play
more
Russia
sense.
here. Does
Yeah,
Russia
but
have a counter?
Russia. Hmm, maybe Germany or something.
Yeah. I don't know. He likes playing Russia. I'd play Russia here. You maybe lose to like France, but it's a pretty decent Russia map. You just drop a
I think
blockhouse.
Incas is one of those civs like you can counterpick it like in some situations, but like it's not the first pick civ.
Right, like there's just civs that absolutely destroy Inca, like India, Brits, Aztecs.
Probably Dutch as well, I think.
No, you can usually crush Dutch.
Oh, really? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, because you can just make 90 units and then wait until they age up and then you right click and you burn down their town center before they get their first shipment.
Oh, okay, I see. Yeah.
So they can't really age, but then they can't stay age 2 either. So, but it
Maybe
again, it's
maybe
just annoying.
Dutch could go logistician.
It could, but I don't know. You just can't create. You don't have the scaling in age 2 like India does, or I feel as though Dutch doesn't want to stay in that age. But
Yeah, like I don't know. I just don't like Inca as a civ, so I'm kind of happy with them being somewhat weak. This is one of those civs that I'm just glad to not see
right,
them. You know?
I wish the Civ was stronger, but also I wish it was reworked a bit. Like I
Yeah,
would,
it just
if they
I don't
got rid of some things and reworked it so it was a decent, a well designed and got rid of some of the gimmicky stuff, I feel that would be best of all worlds.
think that it was similar with Sweden, where a lot of people just feel like we see Sweden dominate for so long. Let's just can we just have them on the back foot for a bit? You know, like just I'm tired of seeing them.
Yeah,
That's how
when
a
do
lot
we
of
actually
people
get a
feel.
nerf Japan for real this time? Instead of all this little, no, we don't want to hurt them too bad. They only have every single unit that's broken. But,
Yeah, Japan is a weird one because it's like the thing with Japan is I feel like I might have like a positive win rate against Japan actually. But
right.
whenever you do lose against them, it just feels somehow it just feels worse losing against Japan than losing to another Civ.
Well, you don't get outplayed. You just lost to the Civ.
Yeah.
That's the worst
Yeah, and
part.
like and whenever I win against them, I feel like I've played flawless, you know?
Right.
There's no room for error. There's like nothing is as punishing as playing against Japan. Like against other civs, when I make a small mistake,
I mean,
it's often
it's kind of like playing against Port
redeemable.
Water. Like if you make a mistake
Yeah,
playing against
yeah,
Port Water, you just lose. It's
yeah.
like, oh, I lost 5 pikemen. Well, the game's over, actually.
Yeah, or when you play like against I don't know, like let's say you play against Kaiserklein or Hesse, it always
Right.
feels like oh I got raided 2 vills. Okay, GG.
Right.
Like you make these small errors and yeah, Japan just puts people on that level.
Anyway, guys, we're gonna raid Soldier.
Oh, nice, Soldier's Life. Cool.
But thanks for tuning in. I think tomorrow we have some good games being played. I think Mido and Nusher is gonna be casted tomorrow, maybe.
I'm
And
gonna
then
be playing Yuki Yeti tomorrow.
so that
I don't imagine it's gonna be streamed just yet because it's already a week 2 match.
right. It's a week 2 match and they still have Kaiser versus Sam, I think, is tomorrow.
Yeah, I think they still need to play week 1 matches,
That's the
but
last one though. Kaiser versus Sam's
Yuki
tomorrow and that's the last one.
Yeti said that he had to leave soon or something, so we're playing tomorrow.
Yeah. But that'll be
And
good.
yeah, I'm excited for that one. He's so active.
Yeah. He's got a lot of practice recently. So it should be interesting. It'll be kind of his first EPL experience.
Right, yeah, he didn't play in week 1, so he can show what he's got against me.
Yeah, beat big Don Farty.
We'll see what happens.
Alright, boys. Well, go raid Soldier and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Yes. See you guys.
Alright, we done.
Yeah, it's just so funny. Like, of course, he loses the one game that he's not on